in this month, we've been trying to unpack the mystery that is church finances. And we've heard sort of about the big picture of church finances here in some of our big pieces, including our indebtedness, what it costs for us to have this facility and open this facility to our community. And today we're going to hear from our Staff Parish Relations Committee Chair, Scott Gallaway, about another big piece of our finances, and that is our staff. So would you welcome Scott Gallaway as he shares his information with us?
Well, good morning. My name is Scott Gallaway. SPR, Staff Parish Relations Committee, is a group of about 10 to 12 people that meet on a regular basis, and we're kind of the HR component of the church. So I got a couple slides to show you. The first one, and my apologies if I'll talk you through this, but the top couple squares talk about our staffing. We want to compare and contrast 2019, a mere 5 years ago. In 2019, just to have a little context, you may remember Living Life Church had closed. We had Abe, Todd, and Jessica on staff. We were on the eve of something called COVID, and we just didn't know it. Something called disaffiliation was a couple years on the horizon, and all that was kind of a storm brewing. And then that's when Mary Beth joined us, and she got to navigate all those headwinds, so congratulations, thank you. But in 2019, you can see we had 13 full-time and 41 part-time, and today we're down to 8 full-time and 16 part-time. Quick definition, full-time is actually 32 hours to 40 hours, and of course when you're in ministry you sometimes work a little bit more than that, but a lot of our staff we're paying 32 to 40 hours. Our part-time is anywhere from a couple hours up to 30 hours. And so we have a lot of our ministry staff is considered part-time, but people that work in the nursery, people that help with our janitorial support, all those are considered part-time. And at the end, I'll show you a list of who's part-time and full-time as of today. And then the salaries, even though we're in ministry, our ministers don't work for free. We pay them a salary, and in addition to a base salary, there's also, depending on which employee it is, there's some health insurance, there's some pension if you're an elder, workers' comp, things of that nature. So if you're trying to do the math to figure out what people make, it's not just a straight division by the salary. Okay, so typically a church our size, we are, as most churches, the staff is the biggest chunk of the budget, the ministry and ministry of our church. And so in 2019, that was about 61%. We've got that down to 56, 57%, and typically a church our size is somewhere around the 55%, plus or minus a couple. In addition to right-sizing over the years, there's a couple other things that the staff parish has also done. We've frozen wages, and so your staff has not had a raise in over 5 years. We also used to offer continuing education for our elders so they could stay current, and we've taken that out of the budget. And then also celebrations. You may recall earlier this year when Adam and Andrew and Mike left, we had celebrations. We used to have a budget for that, and now it's out of the generosity of people on the SPR committee to have those kinds of celebrations. Let me see. So go ahead, Chris or Jeff, on the next. Yeah, so here's, again, full-time, 32 to 80 hours. Most of our ministry leads are in that category. And then the next one is the part-time, and that's typically some of our ministry as well, but also a lot of our admin support. So that's a lot of information. I hope I made it clear and not cloudy. I'm available to answer any questions, but if one of the questions that you have is what can we do, I got 2 answers. Show up and catch up. And so staffing is a function of how many people are here at the church. So we're called to share the good news. Let's invite some people to join us and enjoy the ministries of this church, as well as show up and be counted. And then the other thing is catch up. I think a lot of us have looked up and the year has gone by, and guess what? This week is October. And we haven't given a dime to this church. So we need to catch up on our giving. Those that are giving, thank you. I'd invite you to consider doing a tithe for the last couple months. And for those of you that are tithing, I'd invite you to, let's finish up our tithe and consider a gift above and beyond as we enter this fourth quarter. So that's all I have. Again, I'm pretty easy to find. Are we throwing it to Mary Beth, Josh, or Brian? Maxie. Thank you.